Self-expression is the point of living. Self-expression is my religion. Hello, my beautiful angels, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Venus Day! At the time of me filming this, it is a Friday. It is Venus Day. I have an Aphrodite simmer pot over on my stovetop, and it's making my whole house smell delicious. I wish you could smell it. But I'm feeling very loving today. I'm just full of love. I'm full of passion. Truly. And passion directly for me leads to self-expression, which leads to the point of living. Moral code in which I live, it is the point of living for me. It is what gets me up in the morning. It is what makes me pick out the clothes that I pick out. It's what makes me seek out certain types of art. It is what makes my art the way that it is, because it has its own personal thumbprint of my soul on it. And I think that's why I was put here on this earth. At least I'd like to think that. I'd like to think that my purpose here on this earth is to inspire people to express themselves as well. I have a lot that I want to discuss in this video today. Mainly, my next poetry project, which is coming out February 13th. We're going to talk about some things in regards to that project, but I also wanted to talk about self-expression as a whole, art as a whole, purpose, passion, and all of my favorite subjects to yap about, really. And I really want you to walk away from this video both inspired to create something out of your own story, out of your own soul map, and also maybe be a little bit more invested in what I have coming out art-wise in the future. I am a poet through and through. That is my expression of choice, or that is my art medium of choice, but I express myself in so many ways, not just writing. Basically every facet of my life, I've made it my mission to make sure that my own personal flair, my own thumbprint, my own take on things and perspective is just in everything that I do, wear, become, see, consume, and create. We each have a unique experience on this earth. We encounter our own personalized fate. We live out our own personalized fate, our own personalized blessings from the universe, our own personalized demons and shadows that we have to face every day. And I think whenever I was writing this next EP, I had a lot of that in the forefront. All of the creatures in the realm of Earth, what experiences do we go through as a creature on this earth, as an animal on this earth, because we are animals at the end of the day. What instincts do we have? What challenges do we face? What connectedness do we encounter? How do we feel connected to the divine? And how is the divine reflected in Earth itself, in Mother Nature? And especially as a woman, as a woman, women, we are so much more than love and beauty. We are so many things. We have so many facets we need to express. And I think a lot of this EP has to do with my own personal story. Of course, I feel like as a poet, that's just an inherent thing. Like, I cannot help but put my own stories and things, but also just me kind of digesting and expressing what it's like to be a human being on this earth. And how could I express that in a project such as this, of poetry, of music, of performance? And I really hope that by the time you're done listening to this EP, you feel that. You feel maybe understood as a human, as a woman on this earth. Maybe you feel more connected to your own spiritual path as you listen, which is another intention of mine. As I was creating it, I wanted people to feel very spiritually connected. I wanted people to feel seen in their spiritual path. And I've talked about my spiritual path at length on this channel. That's literally the point of this channel, is connectedness to the divine and self-expression, which is the point of living to me. We each carry a map inside of ourselves that leads to ultimate fulfillment, and that map is imprinted on our souls. And I've done so much soul searching, especially in the past few years, especially once I really taken myself as a poet very seriously. And I encountered actually a comment on one of my TikToks the other day that I forget exactly what was said, but it was something along the lines of, pre-California Karissa, please come back to us, or like, we miss you before you moved to California, we miss your old content, I want you to go back to your old self, which I found to be really interesting because my own personal, viewpoint of myself is that I've grown so much, especially since coming to California, and I have shed versions of myself that were no longer serving me, and my self-expression has changed a lot over the years. And maybe that's not what some of you have wanted. Maybe some of you have wanted me to remain the version of myself that started this YouTube channel, which I just don't even think is realistic, because as each passing day, we change and grow so much. All of us, content creators, artists, just human beings, we change so much. And maybe not, maybe some of us stay the same. Maybe some of us don't learn anything new or don't metamorphosize into our best selves. And I feel like that's just another thing too, is transformation has been such a huge part of this channel and of my self-expression, because I'm always changing. I feel like I'm always changing and morphing into versions of myself that serve me in those moments of time. And I've always wanted my projects and my YouTube videos to kind of capture where I'm at in life in that moment. So if you look back at my old videos when I lived in Florida, I made it abundantly clear, especially at the time, that I was pretty miserable. I wasn't happy with my life and myself and how I treated myself, how I spoke to myself. I didn't feel like a worthy artist at the time. I didn't even feel like I could call myself that, and like how much I've changed since then, and changed for the better, and if you've been here through all of that change and witnessing all of that change, and if you've been here since I released Metamorphosis, which was another project about transformation and change, and capturing that change of me going from Florida to California, of me choosing myself, of my spiritual journey, of me finding my craft, both in poetry and in spirituality, and all of these things that make me me, that make me Karissa Love. I wouldn't be me if it wasn't for me choosing all of these changes for myself. And a lot of the changes I've experienced have not just knocked on my door, they've been choices that I've made. I chose to move to California. I've chosen to heal myself. I've chosen certain relationships in my life. I've chosen this life. And I can really rest my head at night and know that I've chosen for the best for myself, that I've really grown into myself, and I will never regress. I will never go backwards. I only ever want to go forwards. I have a fuck ton of Aquarius placements. I'm always looking in the future. I am not one to look to the past and stay stuck in the past. That's just not something that I naturally comes to me. I know a lot of people are stuck in the past and that's something they struggle with. That's never been me. If it's in the past, it's in the past, and I'm ready to move forward. And I really feel like I've done that, in the most graceful way possible. And we can either choose to stay dormant in past versions of ourselves, dormant in our souls waiting to be awakened, or we can choose to awaken them. We can choose the healthiest, most authentic form of expression for ourselves. What is that expression to you? I would love to know. If you want to leave it in the comments, I'd love to know how you express yourself on a day-to-day basis. I have many forms of that, not just poetry projects, but journaling every morning, this YouTube channel, the conversations I have with my loved ones, with my friends, those are all forms of self-expression. And I feel like our souls are just waiting to be expressed so that the people around us can feel like they have something to relate to, that they can feel like they have something that sees them, that I see you, you see me. And I can only hope that my art does that for some people. And that's basically my long-winded way of saying that my purpose in life is to create and express what's going on in here. And the past year and a half, I have done just that in many forms, but especially this form that I'm going to be speaking about today, which is my next poetry project, All Creatures in the Realm of Earth. It is a project of music, it is a project of poetry, it is a project of passion, it is a project that I am so beyond proud of. I've been cooking for a really long time. I've been in the kitchen with this one for a really long time, and there's only 7 poems on it, which is shorter than Metamorphosis, which is why it's an EP. And I personally believe that this project to be my best yet in regards to poetry. I believe that I am a musician of a different kind. And I feel like that's another thing I've been working through lately is, am I able to call myself a musician? Because once you listen to this project, it is music. It is music. It is not just spoken word. It is music. It's beat poetry. But I also sing a little bit on this EP. Nothing crazy, really. Don't get too excited. But it is music. It's so music heavy. It's so theatrical. It's so just honestly something I didn't even know that I was capable of creating. And when I announced this project, I said in my post, this project unveiled a potential that I didn't even know that I had until I started creating it. And until I pushed myself to new levels and allowed different facets of myself to be expressed. I am so much more than just a poet. I am a musician as well. And I'm claiming that. I'm claiming that for myself. Whether you agree, disagree, you think this is not music, it is. But it's my own music. It's mine. It's unique to me and my artistic expression, my soul expression, my self-expression, my voice. It is unique to me and it is music. And I'm just there's really nothing to compare this to as well. Like trying to think of comparisons for you is really, really hard. I could tell you what artists inspired this the most, what other musicians inspired this the most. Off the dome, it's Kate Bush, it's Fiona Apple and Tori Amos, it's Florence Welch, it's those are like probably the main 4 that I think of. Oh, Aurora as well, very spiritually connected music and words and language and riddles and rhymes. It's like one big riddle, honestly. It's like one big medieval fantastical riddle. And I wrote it in such a way that it is storytelling specific things from myself expression, but it also can be interpreted in like a million different ways depending on the listener, which is my favorite type of art. And I am so just like can't even put into words how excited and thrilled I am that it's going to be out in less than a week now. And which brings me to my next point of some things I wanted to discuss here as well, that I have a lot of exciting things that I'm planning for this project. Obviously, the release of it on all streaming platforms. I'm going to have the pre-save link for Spotify in the description box for you to check that out. But also, you guys know me, we've got merch. We've got visuals, we've got physical copies of this EP in the works, and I'm so excited to share that with you as well. I'm going to specifically keep one thing a surprise in the month of February, but I will let you know there will be a CD pre-order on my website. There will be homemade merch, which I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of in a second. We are also working on this really cool medieval styled like Stein mug that is themed around the EP, and we're working on temporary tattoos, and we're working on a journal for you to write your own poetry in, and we're working on embroidered sweatshirts of the EP of the beautiful designs off the cover, and so much cool merch. Speaking of collector's items, I'm going to show you guys an example of something I've been working on for so long. This is an idea I've had cooking in my head for like probably over a year now. You guys know I've done poetry collages in the past and I've enjoyed doing those, but I was like, how can I upgrade this? And also, what is something like, how can I do that in a form that hasn't been done before? And it's scrolls, medieval manuscript styled, homemade, unique, one of a kind scrolls that act as art pieces And I just have to show you. I just have to show you really quick. One second. So this is just one example. This is the scroll I made for Aphrodite's Garden. And I'm going to start out with just doing one scroll per poem. And if you guys really, really love them, I would love to open it up for commissions. So you can just pick whatever poem you want. I'll customize it for you and it'll be really cool. But this is like a trial run. So I made one for each poem, but I wanted to share this one with you guys first specifically. So with the scrolls here, we have them all tied up in a beautiful golden lace ribbon. And then for each poem, we personalize these little charms here to match the poem. So this is for Aphrodite's Garden. We have some pink ribbon here. We have this red little string with some hearts on it. We have some golden leaves and lace and just beautiful details on each side. And then on the bottom scroll, we have some thread of gold and green, and we just wanted it to feel like Aphrodite's Garden. We wanted it to feel like that poem visually as well. But this is the best part. When you open it up, this is just gonna be so special. I really hope if you want one, you're able to get your hands on one. These are meant to either be saved just like this, you could just save it, or you could hang it up on the wall. I think hanging it up on the wall is honestly one of the cooler things to do because it's so pretty. I hand wrote all of these, you guys. I handmade these with stamps and ink and so many things here. They're quite long, obviously. So let me just show you. This is the bottom of my signature, some beautiful stamp work. You'll see the border. I don't know if you can really see it here with this lighting. It's golden ink, so it shimmers in the light. You have the entire poem here and the title. Beautiful, beautiful work here. And I made one for each poem. So if you have a favorite poem off of the EP and you want it on your wall, handmade by yours truly, a little medieval manuscript version, they will be going on my website, okay? They will be going on my website for you guys to peruse and shop and enjoy. If you're wondering when they're going to be dropping on the website, I think it'll be the weekend of release. So probably the weekend of the 14th and 15th. I would keep an eye out on my website, karissalove.net, which is always linked in the description box. Okay, let me very carefully roll this back up 1 second. It's just cool. I don't know. It's cool, it's creative. Oh my gosh, these are so much fun to make, you guys. Like all of my medieval poet dreams come true as I create them. So I have just as much fun creating them, I think, as you guys will have reading them and hanging them up on your wall. Yes, definitely keep a lookout for the merch drops. And as well, you guys know I love to make videos. Obviously, I'm a YouTuber. But with Metamorphosis, I put out a bunch of visualizers and I dropped them all on the same day, but I think I want to do this one differently. So obviously each poem has its respectable video. To let you guys in a little bit on the schedule there, it's gonna be the album drop, the day of the album drop, which is February 13th. There will be a storybook version of the album as a whole, the whole EP, put on this channel. What is storybook version? What does that mean? It means that I sat and also created digitalized versions, kind of like a scroll, but of a storybook, and I animated it to look like a storybook that you're flipping through. So you can read along as you listen, and it's just a cool animated version of the EP. Then you guys know I love to post on Sundays. So then the Sunday following the EP, which is the 15th, there will be a lyric video coming out for Saturn Sovereignty, which is super cool. And I'm so excited to share that one with you because it's amazing. And then following that, we are going to go in EP order and release a video for each poem following that. So the next Sunday, which I believe is the 22nd, something like that, the Aphrodite's Garden video will come out. We're going to return to our normal YouTube schedule after the Aphrodite's Garden drop. And then around the 20th of each month following, it'll be another video drop. So that'll be a month of time between Aphrodite's Garden and Dragon Breath, a month of time between Dragon Breath and Tale of the Hare, and then a month of time between Tale of the Hare and Euteria. I want to space out the visuals a little bit so that we can really play in this world and take our time in this world, in this realm, and I don't know, there's no rush. I feel like with Metamorphosis, I always felt kind of rushed, like, oh, I just have it all here, which means I have to put it all out and express everything at once. But I think this time, with expressing myself with this EP and the visual world, I really want to take my time and express in maybe a little bit smaller doses at a time. And yeah, so I'm really excited for that. So definitely make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the visual world of all creatures in the realm of Earth as well. And I guess if I had any wishes for this record, I think I definitely want to enjoy this release and really take it in and really just be proud. I know in my soul, in myself, that this is an amazing project that I put my blood, sweat, and tears into, that it is a reflection of my potential. This is not as good as it gets. Like, I know my next project, and with each project that comes out, I'm gonna get better and better. I'm going to continue to grow and continue to express myself because it is my purpose. It's a whole spiritual experience for me to create and put out and express. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching this video, for watching all my videos, for supporting my poetry up until this point. But I especially am going to just go ahead and thank you early for listening to it. And I don't know, this video is a little bit all over the place, but I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really proud and excited, and be authentic in myself and stand in my power, in my truth, in my poetry, because it is me. It is me. It's my child. It's quite literally my child. This is my child. And she's gonna be birthed real freaking soon. She's also an Aquarius baby, like her mother, like myself. I'm also an Aquarius baby. But once you listen to this EP, you'll be like, oh my god, this is so Aquarius. This is such an Aquarius record. Oh my god. But anyway, I don't think I have anything else to say other than I'm excited. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being so supportive and kind and sweet and cheering on my growth. And yeah, I love you so much. February is going to be amazing. It's going to be so creative and fun. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, subscribe to this channel for all the visuals for this world here, for this realm, and leave any thoughts you have down below. Actually, leave down below what you think your favorite poem might be, any predictions you have for the record. I've already had some people be like, I claim this one, I claim that one. Which one are you claiming? I'm very curious. I would love to know. And yeah, I love you so much. So much. And I'm so excited. Okay, I'll see you next time.